Hey, what is going on? My name is HaZeeq. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Crypto.com and their CRO token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check it out in the top right hand corner of the video. Watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. Now, jumping straight into the daily chart. Now, you have your buy zone over here that I gave you in the last video at 37.81 cents all the way down to 34.5 cents. From there, you're up around 23%, 22.5%. So this was a good support level that I gave you. It held very nicely. Also, keep in mind, you still have the white trend line. You still can go down with that white trend line. In fact, I think we are potentially going to back test this white trend line as support during the February dip that we're going to have. And why do I think that we are going to have that dip? Let me tell you, China. And it's not what you think because they're having their new year, right? That's that's why we're gonna have the pullback just like we had last year. So the Chinese New Year, I think right after the New Year we get the dump. So potentially I'm ready with some fiat to buy into that dip, and we can potentially see ourselves come back down to some support levels over here and to the white trend line that we've been holding as support for quite some time. So 28, almost 29 cents is a great support level for Crypto.com. So we can see ourselves land on this white trend line. Also, what I think is going to happen right now is we're running into the daily 20 EMA, which is the yellow line. That is your daily 20 EMA. We're going to run into that resistance. You have the yellow rectangle over here as well. So this was our previous buy zone. We lost that. So now this support level is our resistance level. And we're basically just coming back for resistance, for a back test of resistance. And then we come back down, either land in this zone, right? Or we come back down and come all the way down to the 1.272 of the large fib and to the white trend line. And if I zoom out a little bit over here, oh my God, not that much. So if I zoom out a little bit over here, you can see that we have a large Fibonacci level or a Fibonacci retracement, and we have a smaller one in the middle with the targets to the downside. Now, if you look at the one with the targets to the upside, you have your swing high over here. Let me actually get that perfectly for you. There we go. And you have the swing high here. Why are the fibs sometimes getting messed up? I don't understand. So you have the swing low in June and you have the swing high in February. That gave us the 1.618 target of 82, almost 83 cents. I've had this for multiple months, and look what happened. We got to that target knob on. From there, we're looking at a retracement to the white trend line that we started holding as support back in June. So hopefully we can hold this white trend line as support, and from there have another bounce and get to the 1.272 at $1.43. Because I'm bullish on Crypto.com for the long term. You can see that we still have the second fib level here, and we still have the 2.272 and the 2.414. And I think with the continuation of the bull market in 2022, those targets can absolutely get met, right? It's just a matter of waiting. If you have your tokens and you're buying them for the long term, do not worry about these short-term, mid-term price fluctuations. I always try to get that point across. Go and stake your coins, earn passive income, or swing trade them, right? If you know how to do that, or you are experienced enough to do that. But I would just advise you to stake your coins, even though I'm not a financial advisor by any means. I would, staking is the best passive income that you have here in crypto, and it relieves you of the stress of having to swing trade. So yeah, that's it. Now jumping into the daily RSI over here, things are looking a bit messy. So we were oversold here on the daily chart, and as you all know, once you get oversold below the index of 30 on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, on the 12-hourly chart, the bigger time frames, you should probably dollar cost average into your projects, because first of all, you can see each time you get oversold, you have a a strong move to the upside, this relief rally, and we're breaking through the white trend lines over here, which are resistance trend lines at the minute. And you have the green trend line over here, and if we get there, that's around about 50 on the daily RSI, the index of 50. So as you can see, this green trend line was held as support multiple times. We have like 5 touches off this trend line, 5, 6 touches, and we can potentially run into the green trend line as resistance over here, and that can be your take profit zone. If you're looking to take profits, if you bought here and you're looking for nice little flippening or whatever you want to do, you know, if you're looking to take profits, this is where potentially you can look to do that. If, you know, some tech companies are going to be revealing their quarterly earnings for the 2021 quarter 4, and we get some Bitcoin, you know, purchases on those sheets, then you can potentially see a relief rally, and we can even get to the 60.8 index, or we can even get overextended and get oversold across the crypto markets, right? That could send us into a strong relief rally. So you have to be ready for both outcomes. Obviously, right now, I wouldn't recommend swing trading, right? But if you're looking to take profits, like I said, watch for this green trend line. We break through that, watch for the white trend line here at 60.8 on the RSI. Now let's jump into the 4-hourly chart on Kucoin. Okay, now jumping into the 4-hourly chart, you can see that we were in this falling wedge. We took a look at this pattern in the last video. We were starting to break out of it over here. As you can see, we were very, very close to the apex. We started breaking out of it. Things were looking good for crypto.com. And then Bitcoin just comes in and spoils the party as always. But yeah, you know, all the markets are pretty much down right now. So it's not just because of Bitcoin, but you know, and we do have a Fibonacci retracement set up with the targets to the downside. So you had the 1.618 over here, and I gave you that target in the last video. We had a nice little double bottom pattern over here as well. I think the target was met from there, and the 1.618 was your support level that I gave you. We are up 20% from there. We're running into the 1.272. So potentially what can happen right now is we run into the 1.272 and we come back down as support for the 1.414. But like I said, we are still potentially going to have another flash crash. We're still potentially going to dip down on Bitcoin, but that's not a guarantee, right? So you should have your fiat for that case, and you should have your exit strategies in the case of a relief rally, unless you're holding for the long term and you don't plan on selling for the next quadrillion years. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This rising wedge is invalidated right now. As you can see, we broke below it, right? So, and right now what we're doing is we're breaking through this white trend line, which is now a resistance line. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll see. I'm just going to keep the falling wedge on the chart for now, and let's jump into the oscillators. So the 4-hourly chart is looking like it's looking like we can potentially get overbought very soon. So if you see the RSI go above the index of 70 on the 4-hourly chart, that's a great entry in my opinion. That's a great exit in my opinion. And if you look at the stochastic on the 4-hourly, you're also overbought right now. So yeah, you know, you're up very, very nicely from these bottoms over here. And I do think we're still going to dip down, but don't take my word for it, right? You should always have your own opinion. You should always have your own strategies. So yeah, this is just what I'm thinking. I still have some fiat in case of a dip. I'm not swing trading anything right now, a bit too risky. We're near the bottom. Let's see what the markets do. Thank you for watching. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to check out our Telegram chat, our Discord server, and our Patreon, which is a great platform to support me and a great platform for you to get a lot more exclusive content, personal technical analysis requests, video requests, buy and sell alerts, low cap gem calls, and a lot more. So feel free to check that out. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.